Okay. Hey, everybody. Can you type one if you can hear me in the chat because I cannot bring up my icon. Um, this is really weird. This avatar will be used from your camera is off. Oh, okay. I know why. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How y'all doing tonight? Okay. So yeah, we have. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So hello. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Yes, it's a Saturday night. Um, Hello, Cindy. How you doing? Hey, Blogspot. Hello, Team AJ. Hello, Lexi. Lexi. Hello, Bright Star. Hello, 80s Baby Kim. Hello, Peace and Love. Hello, Mama Pat. Hello, Michelle Crawford. Hello, Suki. And okay, so yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great day today. I have a couple of things to say tonight. Um, yeah, so let me get into this real quick. Let me bring up the agenda real quick. Hold on. Do. Okay. So this is our agenda tonight. So we got the petition, the F stuff, the F stuff. Nicole is hurt. Nicole Tyler's hurt. Cartoon characters, the NBA, that lady Dos Santos, and questions. So let me say this about the petition real quick. I'm looking at it from a higher level standpoint, right? The whole Dragon Kids thing petition. Look, okay. I personally feel, hey D Cop, how you doing? I personally feel like it needs to be modified or it needs to be thrown away because there's two people that should definitely be on them. And look, I'm neutral. I'm not biased. So I think there's two people that are missing from that petition, and one person is Sean Bradley, and the other person is Fabe. I really do think those two should be on there. Why? Because Sean Bradley dragged like fetuses and babies and things like that. Now you could say you could get into the whole technical element of it and say, or medical element and say, oh well, they aren't officially a live child. But no, he was making fun of Tracy not being able to bear children and the whole thing Simone said about the 5 kids. That's totally wrong. He should be put on there. And I'm sure he's made fun of other people's kids too. But that's the one that vividly sticks in my mind. And I think that Fire Baby should be put on there. Not that I don't like Fire Baby, I do like Fire Baby, but hey, she's the one that even said some grotesque things about her own child. And then she said the thing about James Caldwell and his kids. So I'm about fairness. If you're going to put people on there who have a high profile in this area of YouTube, then hey, let's put them all. Let's put them all because hold on, I'm not showing the petition on my live because people are stupid and want to claim you show their image and all that. I'm not falling for that. Give me 1 second and I'll bring it up. Okay, so the first person on there is Jason. The second person on there is Kwame. The third person on there is also April. The fourth person on there is Tequila. The fifth person is Tracy. The sixth is Rick Reed. The seventh is James Caldwell. The eighth is Deanna. The ninth is Mystery Van. The 10th is El Teddy. The 11th is Jay Dunn. The 12th is Becca, Flo Becca. The 13th is Kiki. And the 14th is Miss Gina. And that's it. So I think the 15th and the 16th should have been Bobby and Sean Bradley. And I truly do believe that. So, but this is what I want to say. What she did, you guys, yeah, take a mess. I do. Like at first, like I've been outspoken against Kwani. And I said, I did say, oh, this is a guy that investigates harassment of children. But to put like a whole area of YouTube who make up this community of YouTube and put them out there, so now you've done the research for whoever to go to YouTube and say, hey, these are the channels that need to be deleted. Well, Trish, what have you done? If anything, you just ruined a whole area of YouTube that people potentially enjoy. Now, those people aren't going to be prosecuted for any crimes. And I just feel like what you did or what you're doing, you're not thinking out the ramifications that it may have for a whole community of people. And you still haven't said what is your motive, what spurs you to do this. All we continuously hear from Trish is, oh, there's no Dragon Kids campaign, there is no Dragon Kids campaign. But usually people have some motivation, some story to tell, or whatever. I don't know, but you're not looking at this from with great foresight, because you just did all the work, and for what? Those people that you're missing aren't going to be prosecuted. We ourselves can condemn them for their words and their actions and what they do, but to create a damn website with their government name, their government birth date, their age, and all that stuff, I'm like, okay, you could be outspoken against children, but damn, this is a little bit too much. Because at the end of the day, did those people personally hurt those kids? No. Okay? And I've been outspoken. I've been saying, hey, well, you shouldn't drag kids because, the kids can listen, or the kids can get on the same device that their mother got on and hear the kid being spoken to negatively. But to see it present in that format and then to have all the organizations listed below, it's just like, wait a minute, you just going to take out people left and right. Like you're doing YouTube's work for them and wiping out a whole community of people. I know I'm repeating myself, that we enjoy for what? Absolutely for what? They're not going to prison. And YouTube is just say, oh, that channel, 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 and just wipe them out for violations of whatever terms and conditions or that they see fit. I don't get it. I don't like it. And you put people's government information out there and their age and all that is just I can't get behind that, because at the end of the day, those people may have said bad things, but they didn't do anything to a child. And I could always support Trish, and I could always support somebody like that saying that stuff on here, but to dedicate a whole website to it, I can't do that. I can't do that. And why is Mystery Van on there? That dude ain't been over here in ages, and he don't even really mention no kids. He did mention something, I think, about Rita Philadelphia, but he's not presently in this area of YouTube. So why would you keep him on there when he hasn't been on here since maybe, I think, I don't know, January? That's kind of messed up, man. I don't know. That's how I feel. All right, let me read your comments and let me stop yakking. Tekken Mess says the irony is she's doxing them on her site. Yeah, she's putting up the birthday and the age is crazy. It's crazy. And let me tell you, that did take some time. Somebody said that took time. Yeah, that took time. But I can't get behind that though. I can't get behind that. Like, I can get behind them putting together a website of somebody who's actually reaching into people's lives and calling jobs and making, I don't know. But to be people saying stuff about kids, I can't get behind that. I can't. So Tiana says Trish basically did a background check on everybody on the list. Yeah, it was just, I see why Deanna flipped out, because I was like, Deanna, like, chill out, Deanna. And then I saw the website for myself. I was like, oh Lord. So, all right, I'm not gonna read all these comments, but she says she's trying to get popular with Five Babe, Key, the YT sweetheart. What happened? Okay, so that's how I feel about the situation. Like I said, if she was going to be fair, Sean Bradley and Bob Baby should have been on the list. And I'm not. That's not because I don't like them. It's because the truth of the truth. So, hey, Rose Go Lightly. Yeah, the petition has the government name, the birth date, the age, and like their offenses, like if they doxed, if they drag kids, what they said, the present state of their channel, all this stuff. It's crazy. So, all right, I'm going to move on to the next thing. The fuck shit. Like, okay, so Cindy and I had a conversation about the N word the other night, and obviously, the little man in Mexico, somebody ran and told him that Cindy had challenged my viewpoint about it. When I speak, I'm very, very cognizant of what I say. So if I pause or if I say, take time to say something, it's me formulating how I want to say it so that I don't speak recklessly. And that person perceived that my, pause was Cindy catching me up in something. Cindy basically was saying that, hey, yeah, black people shouldn't say the N word, and neither should white people, and all this other stuff. And I said, yeah. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, that's true. But just because we should say it shouldn't give him or them a clearance to say it as well. And that's what I was saying. So, yeah, Bright Star, he's got a lot of people that, that do, like, how can I say it? That seeks for his approval. That's how I would say it. And that's why I don't like Heavy Bear being over here, because I will answer her questions, and then I will see her in his chat going in about me on the question that I answered for her. I can't get down like that. So yeah, so Cindy, that's what I mean by the fuck shit. And he's got this whole thing going. I think he keeps saying that I'm the wrench. I'm not the wrench. And he keeps linking us up and saying, oh, well, that Sir King is saying that that Cindy caught him up in all this other stuff. And I'm just like, no, you didn't catch me up in anything. I honestly feel, and I'm sorry for people who may be white in my chat, I don't think, yes, black people say the N-word, but I don't think white people should ever say the N-word. I don't care if you're trying to reference what black people say. I don't, just due to the historical context of that word, no one should say it, and it shouldn't be coming out of people's mouths, that have a history of saying it in a negative way. And that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to move on from that. I don't want to keep talking about that, but I don't like how he's bringing Cindy in this, as some using her as a pawn to show that she agrees with him when he knows damn well that she doesn't. And that's freaking wrong to bring her, a black woman, into this to say that, oh, here's another black woman that agrees with what I'm saying. That's what a punk does, and that's what he's doing. He's saying that he isn't racist because he associates with black people, and that's a double whammy. That's a double whammy to me, because it's like, oh, yeah, I'll play in your face, okay, and I'll have all these subordinates under me, all right, and play like I like them, but then I'm going to call them the most egregious things in their face into their community to highlight what they're doing wrong, instead of respecting the people that you are associating with, and also criticizing whatever you feel you're criticizing, but doing so in a respectable way. So I apologize sincerely to Cindy for being brought up into that, and I just think it's just terrible. So let me move on for that. Nicole Tyler is hurt. Okay, she went on this whole thing about gay and black men being gay or whatever. I don't know, being part of the genocide of the black community or something like that. That woman is severely hurt. Her husband or whoever, former fiance, hooked up or wanted to marry a man or be with a man, and she has some serious hurt. She also has some hurt about her being black. You can tell it you can tell from the whole Melissa Broad Street thing, and the whole thing with Jason calling her N-word, all that stuff. You can tell that woman has some serious pain, some serious self-worth issues, and she's just hurt. And she's been hurt from a little girl when the story is somebody threw a 2x4 at her head or something like that and called her ugly and said that she was dark. It's terrible. So that woman has some serious hurt and she has some serious pain, and you can just tell. You really can tell. So um let me move on to the other way. And I'm going through I'm going through these subjects real fast so that we can get to the commentary in case anybody wants to come on and offer their insight. The next thing I want to talk about is the cartoon characters. So with all this backlash that's going on in our nation regarding race and things, Hollywood and especially people in the cartoons arena have said that, hey, if I'm not black, then why am I doing black characters? You know, and that is a good thing for them to finally realize that, because that's the same thing as someone maybe put on blackface. So I just wanted to show you the article that I saw. Hold on. Here's the article that I saw. And this is basically dealing with The Simpsons. It says that The Simpsons will no longer have white characters. Will no longer have white actors voice characters of color. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It is a good perspective, because why are you, I guess, imitating someone that's black? It has many levels to this, but it is I guess, are seeing this, that it may be somewhat, hypocritical or inflammatory. So, all right. So let me, I'll read the comments before I go on to the next subject. All right, hold on. She said in the past she married her husband because he was light skinned. So that shows her mind is set up. I guess so, yeah. But I think the story was that he married, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Didn't she say that he married her fiance married a light skinned woman or something like that, and then she knew that she couldn't compete. I don't know. But I do remember that her husband, her fiance, was also left her for a man. I don't know. It's weird. Cindy says the majority of the content creators are hurting and they can't see that. I wish they would see professional help, because YouTube is not it. Venting on YouTube ain't going to help hurt pain. Yeah, maybe so. All right, let me see here. Her family needs to keep an eye on her. She's all over the place. Yeah. I think she wants that dream of fame so bad. I don't really watch her anymore just because I don't know, I can't. Bright Star says, sound like he's trying to use Cindy. Shake my head. He's grasping for straws. Okay. So thank you, Blogspot. Thank you, Blogspot. Thank you. What is it? Gemini75 for being here. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next subject. So, all right. So the NBA. The NBA is coming back. I don't know if I have any sports fans in here, but I want to provide you guys with an update that the NBA is coming back. The NBA will be starting back on July 30th. And the couple of games that they have are the Utah Jazz versus the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and then they have another game on July 31st and August 1st. And I think all these games are being played in Orlando. So I'm just putting it out there for my fans who are NBA fans that are wondering, what's going on and things like that. All right. So let's talk about, I don't know if you guys were here the other night, but hold on, I'll answer your questions in a minute. I just want to talk about this whole thing. So last night or the other night, there was a person on here who came on here who was named Dos Santos. And I guess she was known as Pretty Lips Weather. She came on here to address me about me saying that Chopper was the porn person that going around the porn person that's going around and going around and bombing lives and things like that. She came on here to defend him. And then she also came on here to get at me for coming at Tracy about her hair. But I'd never seen this woman ever before. And what's weird is she left. She went and made a video. And I made a video about what I said. I think I said she has some dark energy or something. But she titled the video, Sir King hates black women. She made the video, it then came back. And then someone who's a member of Avatar Nation alerted me and told me, hey, this woman is making a video. Is making a video, and she's currently on your live. And I thought that was crazy. So Make a Baby Green, Peace and Love, Blue Lotus, and I think 80s Baby came and on, and it was like, why are you doing that? And then what did she do? Then I noticed the next day she made another video. So I mean, I don't know what that is, but it's crazy. Yeah. Hey guys, give me 1 second. Something's going on with my connection. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna keep talking until something's going on with my connection. But let me just continue this. Okay, so um yeah, so she went on and she made another video the next day. So it was just weird because I never seen that woman before, and she came and made 2 videos about our live and things like that. So yeah, so it was just bizarre. It was weird and it was pretty crazy. So yeah, that's that. So I'll answer your questions now. Um, see what you guys are talking about. I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to come on. I know it's Saturday night, so I'm not trying to keep you all here all night. I know I've been all over the board, but I really wanted to talk about that Trish thing. Like I thought I was going to be in support of the petition, but when I saw it, I'm like, damn, this is like a most wanted thing. And the way she has it presented is like national offenders and international offenders, and the international offenders component of it is not even is not even is not even done yet. So it's pretty crazy. All right, sorry, Chris Street. I think you had a question for me, but I think I keep missing it. Yeah, nah, it was pretty crazy. It was out of the blue and it was unexpected. And let's see, I'm trying to find your question, Chris G. I don't know. Maybe you can retype it. I don't know. All right, so do y'all have any questions? Like I said, I'll try to see if I can. If y'all want me to put the link of the petition of the website in the chat, let me know. I don't know if YouTube should let me do it. If you want me to put the link of the website, put a one, and I'll do it. Um, and when you see it, you'll be like, "Oh my God, it's like America's Most Wanted thing on there." So I don't know. Yeah, Gigi Johnson, I'm early today. I don't wanna be up late all night. Chris G says, "Are people being nicer to Sir King?" I don't know. I mean, I have my enemies, but Chris G, this area of YouTube is just like who's the part of the cool kids club. That's what I feel. So Bryce, yeah. So that's how I feel. No, making it make sense. I'm not going to show it because I don't because it has people's images on there, and it has actually their real like government name, and it's some stuff that I don't think should be on there. I honestly feel that it shouldn't be on there. Yeah, I honestly feel it shouldn't be on there because it's like it really opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it was just like people are just giving commentary on kids that people have put on this platform and to now expose them and their government information. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. So let me I'm gonna get this link for you guys and then I'm gonna try to put it in the chat. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to do this all at once. The one person I wonder why wasn't he on the list is Chopper, but I really can't remember Chopper dragging a kid. And I'm sure he has, but I don't do that to people. I don't do that to people. Like I don't really remember him doing that. So all right, y'all. So I put the link in the chat. And then you can see what I'm talking about. So let's see. Sir, okay. Sir King, they've been treating you a bit better after you got at Tracy. Yeah, I think so. I think you had to show people like, okay, some people, although you want to be respectful, don't deserve respect. So okay. So she says, thank you, Chris G. Alrighty. Alright. So is there anything anybody else wants to talk about? Like that kind of stuff really don't entertain me when they start doing that whole Dragon Kid thing and all that other stuff. I just don't. I don't know. I don't think the kids should be put on at the first place. So, all right. Let's see. But someone brought it to my attention. They're like, yeah, this petition is going to potentially cause problems for this area of YouTube. Um, if they see it as a problem and things like that, it's already organized and filed for them to go, because somebody could say, oh, 5 Abe or whatever, but this petition has their names and everything on it, and it's just like, oh my God. No, Tanette, I can't do that because I myself have to look at my videos and remember what I said. And I think I don't want to have to live, I don't want to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? I just don't. So, I mean, and then that's why I started coming on, right? That's why I started off of verbal commentary to show that you don't have to be nasty. You can get people back by being intellectual or quick witted, or you know, you could carve out your own lane. So yeah, Team AJ. I don't know why they named her Patrice. That I didn't. I wish you would explain it to us, but I don't know. Oh Lord. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit discombobulated. There's so much going on right now. But yeah, Tracy did was affected by the COVID, and like I said the other night, through dietary means. So I don't think you guys will be seeing her on anytime soon again. But who knows? So, all right. Does anybody have any questions? Not or sorry, I'm just a little bit like there's so many things I want to talk about, but there's sensitive stuff. It's very sensitive stuff. Like I just think the stuff I'm talking about the fuck shit is just involving Cindy. I'm upset about that. I don't like that because you're using people to promote a racist agenda, and I don't like it. Like, I don't understand. That's like me saying, "Oh, I hang around a bunch of white people, but I call them all kinds of names to their face that's disrespectful towards them." And they tell you this, and you still do it, but because some of the white people still hang with you and talk to you, you think it's okay. Like, that's like a two, I don't know, that's like a two-pronged offense. And to bring Cindy into that, I don't appreciate that. No, Cindy, I don't appreciate that though. Because you don't understand. Like, he'll go and tell other people, look at this woman. This woman is black and she agrees with me. Like, I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty much everything. I don't know anything else going on. I just want to talk about that petition. I was upset. I keep repeating myself, but I'm really upset about that. It's not cool. Because if her stuff was put out there, she wouldn't like it. And I don't care if people talking about, oh well, you ain't got. Well, if I'm an open book. Well, you know what, Trish, you've done about 3/4 of the what is needed for people to do identity theft. You put their name, you put the birth date, you put the age. That has levels to this. And to what? These kids don't even know these people. They don't even know them. You just put out their private information, and it's just for what? Like, it don't make no sense. Like, I could understand if you kept it on YouTube and circulated on YouTube, but to put, even if you were to put the YouTube name, I don't know, but to do that, that's just crazy. That's just crazy, and you don't know who's watching. Okay, let's say that they do eliminate all their channels that she has on there. Now what happens? Y'all bored as hell. Ain't nobody here to entertain you. And then what? I don't understand. I don't understand it. I mean, I wish she would have dedicated that time to the people in the gaming sector who are targeting kids and things like that, and going after real life people who are actually doing something that's harming kids. I was cool with Trish, but I can't get behind that, man. I can't get behind that. And then the descriptions behind it was like, okay, yeah, okay, but it's just crazy. So yeah, but Blogspot says that's not. Blogspot said if YouTube doesn't do anything about it, I don't see a petition helping. But that's just my opinion. But Blogspot, what I feel is YouTube don't do nothing until somebody from the outside does something, right? Wasn't it the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, that told them, hey, you are violating COPA? It wasn't YouTube that said, oh, we're going to turn ourselves in and admit that we're violating COPA. I think it was the FTC that told them that they're violating COPA. So it's always an outside agency that's going to tell them that they're doing something wrong. YouTube will never ever self-correct, I don't feel. So, no, I agree, make it make sense. Where was Peace? Peace Love says she's setting herself up for a lawsuit. I do agree that she's potentially set herself up for a lawsuit because those people did not put out their birth dates. Those people did, like, not like that. It did not put out their age, did not put out their actual government name. And then what they're doing is not that they're actually harming children. That's the thing you have to think about. They're not harming children. So, are you still shocked by some of the people's actions as long as you have been here? I've been going on 2 years and nothing shocks me anymore. I think, Jamal, you're looking at that from a single standpoint. So, like, a single incident, like the whole VS thing. Oh, that happened in the VS. But so for someone to be put on, and then you also have to look at the thing about a kid's thing. Like, people have a special affinity for children. So when you involve children, you automatically grasp at a lot of people's heartstrings, and you're involving a lot of people at once. You just can't say, oh, well, they're going after this one person. They're going after a total number of people. And it could be like, I just think that could be, I don't know. It could be setting something up. I don't know what could happen in that instance, but it could definitely be detrimental to this area of YouTube, or it could be detrimental to church. Because at the end of the day, those people haven't done any crimes to a child in the light in which she's presenting it. When you look at it and you call someone a national offender, like offender is a big word. I mean, that is you just can't say like, I don't know. I would think she would have said national dragger would have been better. But to label someone an offender, that could be spun so many different ways. So I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. But I appreciate the question though. So let's see what other questions. I don't know. YouTube, how they made a statement and said that they have a lot of kids visiting the site, and FTC caught it. We sued. I'm sure they set up where they are protected. They are making money off of it. It won't stop. Yeah, and we may not be fully abreast on what's going on, and Trish may be in her legal right under free speech and so forth. And if she has tangible evidence showing that those people did produce those actual offenses, then she may be scot free. But I don't know if the public putting people's birth date. How does a birthday and age relate to what they've done? I don't know. So yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. Is talking about children on YouTube prohibited? Well, that's what I was saying. She may be protected by free speech, but I don't know. SK, did you email that reporter about Kwani like the weird man said? I've never made contact at all with no reporter. At all. I never. Never, ever, 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 ever. I heard that person's broadcast. I put two and two together. I feel Kwani shouldn't be saying the language she says. I feel Tracy shouldn't be saying the language she says regarding kids. Kwani made that nasty song regarding Leah. I did not like that. I spoke out about it. But I don't mess with people's real lives involving things like that. I mean, if in the grand scheme of things, let's just be real, AJ. In the grand scheme of things, as far as we know, what has Kwani done? Kwani has just gone on and spoke crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. No matter how crazy it's done, she's spoken crazy stuff. She said some vile, nasty things and crazy. But in my eyes, she really hasn't touched nobody in her real life. Now, we can say we've seen other people make phone calls to keep jobs, to agencies, impersonate being a city worker. We see all that. But as far as we know, we haven't seen Kwani do anything like that. So I would never go and contact a reporter and do that. I would never do that because I don't have any proof. I mean, all I could do is say, hey, this person is saying some really nasty stuff regarding kids and people. So, so I can't think about it. How big is YouTube? She was very select, few people on that petition. In the grand scheme of things, there's so many that do it. But Chris G, you gotta understand, there's so many people that do it, but no flashlight is being shown on them. What Trish did was she presented a flashlight, a big flashlight, in an organized way. It made it seem that when she put the stuff, if you view the website, that she has all these agencies listed below as if they are in support of what she's doing. So, I mean, it's all about presentation most of the time. We can say, oh, somebody's robbing a bank, but if you highlight the bank robber in a way that's, presentable to law enforcement, they will look more at what you present than maybe all the people who are robbing the bank because you've done their work for them. So yeah. Um, because she did all the work for them. They don't have to go research and say, okay, let me go find out. Let me go find out who Kwani is. Let me go find out who, this person is. Let me go find out who this other person is. No, they don't have to do that. All that work is presented to them on another website that they can easily access through their web browser. They don't have to go search it and dig in and get confused if it was a Q or a Y or a H, or is it Deanna or Diana or whatever, you know? So make it make sense. It says what she did was genius and professional. Yeah, it was. I don't know if it was genius, but it was smart and it was professional. Yes, she presented it in a way that someone who's in corporate or is business minded would easily see what's going on, may be more proactive and said, okay, I see this festering into a potential problem for my business. So let me be proactive and reactive and let me eliminate the problem. Let me delete channels. Bye bye. Because it seems as now government agencies are looking into the matter and, it's involving children. So they're going to do what they can to protect their asset. And then again, I may be wrong. So, yeah. And exactly. I thought the same thing. Cindy says, I can't imagine Caucasian asking bragging to where. Right. So I said, you brag the children to the store. Yeah, I think you meant drag the children to the store. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, that whole choice of vernacular is wrong. Hey, baby Bob, that whole vernacular is wrong. You don't say dragging because they're like, what is dragging? So I don't know. I don't know what you say. What they call it? Not bragging, but what's it called? Harassing? I don't know. So uh, somebody said something about the petition is defamatory. The petition is defamatory and biased. Her wording was off. I agree. I mean, anybody's going to see that. Yeah, it may have been presented in a way, but when you look at the way the accusations, they're not going to sit. They're going to be, oh, you just spoke about a child. Okay. Well, I really don't care about that. But they may look at it as, having a potential issue, So that's how I feel. Yeah. And that whole dragon thing I just made, it may invalidate her argument. You have to be choice. I mean, you have to be careful what you say. I mean, she should have put like bullying of kids, and that would have definitely garnered some attention. Or cyberbullying, but dragging. I don't know. So, yep. So that's pretty much what I want to talk about. I don't know if anybody else has anything they want to talk about. Like I wanted to say, I apologize to those people that were on the panel the other night, Dos Santos or whatever, came on here causing a mess, and she has made some videos in response to what happened. So I mean, it is what it is. It was just a weird thing, and it's really weird. So yeah. So if there's anything else people want me to ask or talk about, let me know, and I'll do so. And you know what's crazy about this is that a person can easily say that, hey, what you're doing, Shish Trish, is affecting me in my real life. Because if that person isn't using their government identity, like I know, what's her name? Flo Becca ain't using her real name. So if they're doing a social media search, if she's looking for a job or something else, and they find that, you never know how that may affect her in her real life. So yeah, I agree. But I think you always have to take into account that what your words say. Let me just say this. None of y'all are part of no damn show. You don't have no reality TV contract. You don't have no reality partnership. You ain't part of no sitcom or no miniseries. So what you say, because none of you all on my chat, but I'm the content creators, none of you all come on with no disclaimer before, in the middle, or the end of your broadcast saying that this isn't what I'm commenting about is not, it's not reality. Yeah, none of y'all say that. And you comment on people's real life situations and circumstances. So don't get me here talking about, oh, it's just entertainment, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Everything you say, you have to be held accountable for because those words are coming out of your mouth. So unless you come talk about, oh, well, this sitcom is produced by CBS, then don't try to say, oh, well, I was, I was just kidding, because your words have consequences. So be careful what you say. So yeah, but she don't. But regarding what's her name, Dos Santos, she didn't find. I mean, she said some disparaging things. It wasn't bad. It wasn't egregious, but she was totally off. She said some things. So it is what it is. Exactly. If someone Googled them and the petition comes up, all you will see is child abuse, and it could affect someone's livelihood. I agree. Because the first thing a person has said is, okay, if you never said this, then why are they saying this about you? That's the first thing they're gonna ask. And then you're gonna be like, oh well, I was talking about what happened. They'll be like, no, that's okay, I don't want to hear it. You said that, you said it, you know, pretty much where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So uh, her petition is wrong. Yeah, like I said, I'm conflicted in a way, but I don't agree with the looking at Decop says, I will look at the petition, but it's not a crime. Well, Decop, it's not a crime, but it could be a civil offense. It's definitely not a crime, but it could be a civil offense where she could get in legal trouble for putting people's information out. That's how I feel. And saying that they're doing stuff that involving kids, like to say someone is an offender, Decop is carries some weight, regardless of it be, whatever it is. Those people didn't commit any crimes. They were just speaking their mind, if you think about it, regarding children. So yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And like I said, she took it off YouTube, and people doing a research or background search on somebody's actual government name. She didn't say, oh, DCOP for life. She would say whatever your real government name is and associate you with what you're saying. That's the issue right there. So you said, why do content creators have to be careful, but the president has freedom of speech? Because we're not on a presidential level. We don't have those privileges. We don't have those privileges. Like, the president could be wrong in what he says, but just because he got elected, that comes with certain privileges. We all know what he says he shouldn't be saying and things like that, but he's the president, right? So where's Dory? We need to hear what the YouTube attorney has to say about it. Yeah. I wouldn't take any legal advice that she give you. She may actually get you in more legal trouble. Decop says, I'm saying Trish has nothing against him. I agree, Decop. I agree. But I think she may be infringing upon true defamation. True defamation, because it's giving the impression publicly that those people have said things, you know, regarding children. I don't know. Like I said, I looked at the petition, I saw the stuff, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Whatever. I don't know. We all have freedom of speech. We also have consequences for poor choices, even poor word choices, such as offenders and such. I agree. I agree. So, all right, y'all. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? I think I beat the petition thing to death. We already talked about topic number 2. Nicole is hurting. We already talked about that. Cartoon characters we talked about. The NBA we talked about. We talked about Dos Santos, and now this question. So, yeah. So I think that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else going on. I think the whole ZT and James Caldwell thing is stupid. I really do. I really, really do, and I haven't really watched it because they, to me, are a bunch of hypocrites. Like, you don't want people to call you the FAG word, but you calling it yourselves. And I'm like sitting here, I'm like, oh my god. And I don't know. I just that whole thing. I just not interested in. I'm not well versed in what's going on. I think it's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Make it make sense. It's crazy. People don't take time to look up definitions of words. They just see children and offender, and that could get someone messed up pretty bad. Yeah, I agree. It's all about word association, right? You just can't do that. You have to be careful. So the Duchess, I was saying that the cartoons, a lot of people, a lot of voice actors, I guess you would call them, who who are white do black characters, do black cartoon characters or lend voice. So basically, there's a movement in Hollywood where the people who are doing this are saying, like, you know what, I'm not black, so I shouldn't be doing black characters. I shouldn't be making my voice sound black and, to portray a black character. Like, that's what they're saying. And a lot of them are stepping down from their positions. I showed earlier that The Simpsons is one of the cartoons that's doing that. So, so yeah. So that's what I have to say regarding that. Mr. Hughes, I know I can't, but let's see. Okay, so can we start on Mondays? Yes, okay. I will say I can do this today, but I know what's Hughes was unfortunately murdered today. He was murdered today. The one that I forget the name of the song, but it was a real popular song. He was unfortunately murdered in St. Louis today. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, I think you look it up. Huey, he had this major song. I forget the name of the song, but he unfortunately had passed away today. Due to gun violence. So at the age of 32 in St. Louis. So, oh, my sound is breaking up. Okay, I don't know why. That's weird. I was saying that Huey. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Is that better? Oh, I apologize for breaking up. That's what I tell you about StreamYard. It's just weird. But what I was saying, I hope you guys can hear me now. That Huey, he had like a couple of big hits or years ago. He passed away at the age of 32 due to gun violence. So that's what I was saying in St. Louis. So I don't know if Kwani will talk about that, but it's weird. Yeah, Team AJ. I do agree. People who title their lives weird. Like one person that definitely titles it weird is Bama Girl. Like she'll have a great live and you won't even know it because she puts the same title for every live. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I was just like, Bama Girl, you just had a great live. Like you could have gotten more views if you would have just titled it a different way. So, yeah, the petition is nothing more than a bunch of words. No one will go to jail or can be sued. Okay, all right. Yeah, I apologize for the technical issues. There's something going on, um, and I think StreamYard needs to improve on that because you notice if you ever go on YouTube and someone does a live, you never have an issue with audio. So it's definitely something that you know StreamYard needs to improve on. Yeah, Chris G. Yeah, I mean, I would do hip hop stuff. It doesn't matter to me. I just saw something today. What that Easy E's daughter can't sample Easy E's song because Megan Thee Stallion, I guess, is doing a sample. So I guess that Easy E's music rights have been given or sampling rights have been given to Megan Thee Stallion. I didn't read the article, but that's what I got from the title. So yeah, so that's what I can say about that. Anything else y'all want me to talk about? I mean, I could talk about anything pretty much. Oh, this whole thing about Karen. Once again, now, so I'm sorry. I was listening to the little man in Mexico, and he was saying that, oh, that white people are getting mad because they're being named Karen. And I'm just sitting in my mind, I'm saying, okay, well, that's now somewhat how you feel when people say the N word, right? Somebody labels you a Karen because you're acting a certain way. It's just, to me, I find it fascinating because the roles are being reversed a little bit. Like you're now getting to spend time in someone else's shoes. That's how I would phrase it. And I don't know. Yeah, that's how I feel. Oh, you're welcome, Chris G. Yeah, you're welcome. I just wish I could. I don't want to get no copyright claim or nothing on it. So that's why I can't go and remember the name that um, Huey. I can. The song is playing in my head. I just can't give you the name. Ebony Eye says my ex is from St. Louis. Parts of it is rough. Yeah, I bet. Okay, so Chris G says honestly, SR King, if they're saying that bothers them, they lying. Gemini 75 says, will you stop watching him? Gemini 75, I say no, I will not stop watching him because I would have stopped watching him and I did stop watching him, but when he called me the N-word, that really, that's like me, Gemini 75, that's like me calling you something that you'll be like, oh, hell no. And I'm not, because I just feel like I've been against Kwani. I've been vocal against these three people. I've been vocal against. I've been vocal against Kwani. I've been somewhat vocal against Tracy because I feel what they say and the other guy is so hurtful, right? And I just like, I don't know. I watch and I don't watch Gemini. That's the best way I can answer that. But I always try to get, because I have people who are of different ethnicity in my chat. So for me to come on all the time and say, oh, you can't say the N word, you cannot say the N word, and not try to understand their perspective and their insight would be wrong of me to do. That's not how I roll. Like you could say, oh, I hate Sir King, right? But then I would try to understand, why do you hate me? And then try to understand your perspective. So yeah, thank you exclusively. So for me, now people say, oh, saying Karen is wrong. No, I don't think it's wrong. Just like you would say, oh, that his name is Jerome or Tyrone, or Nigger. I don't think it's wrong. I just think now society has placed a label on that type of behavior. Like what Amy Cooper did in that park in New York to that man was so wrong. Like was wrong. So you just can't, you know what I mean? It's just like, so um hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't want to. Okay, yes. So the name of the song was Thank You Exclusive Me is Pop Lock and Drop It. It was a big hit. People were doing songs behind it and things like that. So that's regarding Huey. Huey passed away at I think age 32 in St. Louis. So that one's mine, she says. You can share, you give me the credit. Petition, new word. Okay. His struggle children's hard to find. AJ, I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad his dumbass titled it that way. I'm so glad. I am so glad. Because this dummy don't understand how YouTube works. Dumb. Just dumb. And the thing is, AJ, if he thinks he can grow, he can't grow using that name and that brand. Dumb. Just dumb. Just dumb. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Hold on. She almost hung her dog. Glad they removed him from it. Yeah. But she got the dog back, though. That's the thing. Communication is key. It's conversations that need to be had. We have platforms. I thank you, Chris G. because all I hear is don't give him life, don't give him life, don't give him life. But I'm like, damn, you know what's messed up is other people that think the same way. And like they don't understand when you call a Karen, it's just not calling a Karen for them being white. It's calling Karen because you doing some F shit. You asking people why they're here. You're asking people, you're saying the N word, and then you daring them to, and they pop you in your face, and then you want to cry. It's just like those, or you just like lying. You call the police and saying that someone is doing something, and he looks suspicious, and he's wearing a hoodie, but he's not doing anything. He's just walking down the street. So yeah, I'm like, I'm not giving him energy. I'm not giving him energy at all, but he's bringing my people into his shit, and he's showing people like I don't agree. Like I'm a major proponent of I don't know, and if you're gonna rock with me, then you have to deal with this. But I've been affected by that shit, that racism and stuff myself personally, and people are not feeling that you belong in a certain place, and that they can sit up here and call you all kinds of names or slide you in their face. Like that whole thing of, oh, I hang out with black people. But they be the first ones to like say, oh, this is you ghetto. Huh? How you gonna call me ghetto? Like it's just certain things like that. Like if you hang out with black people, I think you'll be cognizant of their culture and things that make them tick and don't make them tick. And that's why I say it's a double affront when you say that you're chumming it up with black people, but you're not taking cultural awareness of what offends them and doesn't, and doing your best to not do that. Because if you were placed in that same situation and they said some anti-Semitic stuff to you, you would start crying, right? That's the thing that is a double affront, is that you can offend me and then run and say that you're not racist, but you're doing everything that epitomizes racism and disrespect. It's just like I just don't understand how my black people don't see that. I don't understand that. No, no, no. Make it make sense that you can't change a racist. Sorry, but what you can do is you can highlight it and you can educate. So, so. All right, let me drop the link and see real soon. What's going on? Right, Christy, social awareness. So what's going on in entertainment? I don't know anything else that's really going on in entertainment. Like I said, what's his name? D.L. Hughley fell out when he was doing a show, and he was supposed to have COVID. So, um, exclusively says, I can see if it was going to make a difference and you were going to get an understanding, but he is a dead horse with nothing to bring to the table. We got to pick and choose our battles. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because I just look at the whole. I don't agree with that. I really don't. I don't. Like I look at the whole 7 stars thing. I look at the whole Kwani thing. I'm torn between the Kwani thing because Kwani at the end of the day, Kwani did not do anything to him. Right? She said she was going somewhere, but she didn't, and they were doing banter back and forth. The 7 stars thing, even though I think she's an arrogant witch, he was wrong for trying to call the LAPD on her for something that happened in her childhood. And then what did Tracy do to him? Why would he try to get her displaced and try to get, her contact her neighbors and stuff like that? Like, it really has made me take a look back and say, you know what, these people do stuff online. So let me separate who was done what online and who's done stuff offline. And I think when you say don't beat a dead horse, I think that leads to the complacency that we're currently seeing. I just don't know. Yeah, the 7 star thing was ridiculous. Why are you going to call and say, hey, she knows stuff about a child murder and that she's hindering the investigation because she's hiding information? Like that's just some foul stuff, man. Thank you, Duchess. The Duchess says, I think DL fainted it because he was dehydrated. He then found out he had corona. Okay. Yeah, Christy. We all entitled to our opinion. People have to stop ignoring something, hoping for it to go away. Um, highlight it if that's what you think will work. I don't know. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I really am conflicted. I just think more of anything, Christy, I just know personally, I gotta stop being so PC because I know it makes it sound as if I can't produce my thoughts, but I actually can produce my thoughts. I just have to be careful what I say because I don't want to come across as being a racist or things like that. But Christy, this you and I know. Now I don't know you personally. We've never spoken, but you and I know that no other race, I feel, whether it be Asian, white, whatever, ethnicity be Indian, will allow someone to disrespect them in their face and then turn around and befriend them and then have the people of their own race say, oh, well, he's okay. Like, I never ever seen that in my life. I never seen it in my life. And it's so disappointing because it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. And that's why I feel black people can't get nowhere because they don't have a standard or a baseline of when enough is enough and are seeking to always be accepted or approved by the majority really hinders. So I don't know. And Team AJ says the wrench better stay on his neck on Instagram. And I went to check out what the wrench is doing, and I was just like, okay, I was like, I'm down with that. I didn't know where he got all them clips from because that dude's page is, I don't know, gone or don't have no more. So I was like, but I think, I don't know. I was just, like I said, my opinion of the wrench is just like, he wasn't a content creator to me. He was just like a character, you know? So I really didn't follow that person too much. So but I know that the man in Mexico keeps saying that I and him and he is me and we and all this other stuff, but I don't know. And I hear that he's saying that the guy, the person, the wrench is harassing him or defaming him or what else he says, stalking. I don't know. I don't really get that from the wrench because the wrench is only using what that person's put out there, right? And I don't know how someone could say you're taking things out of context. And when you said those words, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you take my words, I mean, you say the N word, you say the N word, right? I mean, there's no way to distort that. You shouldn't be saying that. And that's my opinion. So, um, oh, okay. Jamal says the wrench has lots of clips of tons of people, but it seemed like I don't know. For some reason, it seemed like a lot of those posts were focused on the man in Mexico. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it seemed like he was just trying to highlight what is, I don't know. I guess what he's saying is racist. I don't know. But I just don't get that. Going back to what I was saying before, I don't get how I've never seen, and I've been around a lot of cultures. And if someone from a different culture says something racially inflammatory, that person is immediately gets the side eye and gets checked. But to see the people that say, "Oh, I support you, Jason. I support you. I support you. I support you doing it," even in the comments, say, "I'm like, damn, yo, this is crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy." I don't know. Christy says that's all the wrench is doing. He's very passionate about that. Extremely. Shit. Okay. I might need to check him out then, because I don't see it for nobody else. I don't see it, and that's the thing. Anywhere else you go to anywhere else you go to the drama center, you say anything racist over there, like they call themselves that, but somebody from another ethnicity, oh hell no, they getting you out, they blocking you. You're not coming back. So yeah, he does use the word in conviction. So and I hate that this is taking over the live, but it's pretty. It's when he brought Cindy into it. shit, it got me motivated to speak out against that because that's not right. That's not right. AJ says it's funny because he's mad that his fans aren't flagging the wrenches pages on Instagram enough. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think what they're showing, I think Instagram is siding is that I don't know, the posts aren't promoting hate speech. They're actually speaking out against it. That's what I think. I see. Well, you can remove someone from a sector though. I think you can. This is a sector, right? So the Duchess, you can remove them because if all the content creators and we know they all say, "Oh no, don't give no life to this person," you potentially black him out. Now, yeah, he has his own channel and all that, but if you were to call out the people that are in his chat and all that, then you pretty much can black him out because he won't be saying nothing. I mean, there won't be no interaction. So I don't know. I was just saying that because I was just giving you my insight because like I said, I've been around a lot of ethnicities, and there's things you do and the things you don't do, and they won't let you say, and they all will stand against it. They will beat your ass seriously if you say something against negative about. But for us, it's oh, it's okay. My people said worse to me, and because you hang out with me and you show me attention, and I think you're okay. And just because I can reference some points of Black history, oh, you must be down. What the fuck? And then on top of that, he's begging for our money, but he hasn't given anyone a damn dime. Like y'all are just y'all are foolish. I'm sorry, man. Y'all are foolish. He ain't giving. Now I can say, okay, he's buying you with your money. I mean, with his money. But he ain't giving y'all a damn dime, and y'all give it to that man, and then he clowning you at the same time. You can't make this up. Okay. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, Sir King. But I ain't never seen, so I can't get down with that peace and love because there should be a unified front where every major content creator comes out with a message on the same day, the same day. And you can't tell me that peace and love. Ain't nobody done a damn thing or said nothing like that. Okay. So I can't get behind that one. Oh, that's what we're trying to do. These people can get around and say, oh, they're the Sir King, but they can't put out something, come together and say, oh, this is unacceptable. We have standards. I feel he will then personally respect you because he sees that, oh, you have a community. And didn't he say, I think he said that, oh, the Black community can't unify? Oh my God, y'all trip. He tell you to your face that y'all can't unify. All right. Well, AJ said the Wrench thought his racist statements to the attention of a bigger Instagram account, and they're going after him now too. Oh, really, AJ? Oh, okay. I have to look at it. I don't know. I think somebody told me that. I think somebody told me that he lied to them and said that. I think someone. I think it was either. I'm sorry, AJ. I think someone told me that because I was asking about that. They said he lied to the person that was doing it and said that he was being attacked and that the wrenches are racist. Something like that. Mm. I was like, wow, that dude lied like that? Okay. Oh, excuse me, I ain't asking for no damn respect for no racists. What I'm asking for is for our people to stop to stop. I'm just saying, nobody ain't never come up here and say, hell, they had more smoke for Sir King. Let's black out Sir King. And Sir King ain't done nothing to nobody. Then they have for that man, and that man called them niggers in their face, and to a Black woman who was Abe. Ain't no content creator said, "Oh no, this enough is enough." So I don't do no respect. I'm not asking for no respect. I'm just having us to have some respect for ourselves, and that's why I feel they say Black lives don't matter because we don't respect ourselves. I'm being true. I know all lives matter, but for some apparent reason, Black lives don't seem to matter as much in the grand scheme of our society. That's how I feel because we don't tell people or show people to respect us. And you ain't never gonna get respected until you stand up and say, hey, no, enough is enough. So I am the one discussing him, make it make sense because he brought in a person on my channel, Cindy. I did not appreciate that. He put on the person Cindy to legitimize his racist ways, and I did not appreciate that. That's why I'm talking about that. And that's why. So how about the weather? What we're having? Hot, huh? No. It's my platform, and I can talk about what I want to talk about, Duchess. So if you don't like this, then I ask you to, maybe take a break, switch the channel, or whatever. Let's see. What happened to that fake apology? He knew it was wrong. He doing it. No, I understand that. And he's only latching on to Nicole because Nicole, like I said, she has a lot of issues. Like she's hurt. And one of the things that Nicole wants is white acceptance. I really say that. She really wants white acceptance. So, and Jason thinks like a lot like Nicole, or how can I say it's subservient. Yes, Ebony Eyes. That's what I'm saying. I see what you're saying. The black content creators have more energy for each other than they got. Yeah. I mean, and he's called us the N-word, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only thing. I'm just like, y'all ain't even demanding respect for yourselves. You can even tell them, man, hey, if you want to be around us, then you need to respect us. Because if I was to say some anti-Semitic stuff about you and your Jewish faith and all that, just like Jaded Nerd did, then you would be like yelling and screaming. So now, why not reciprocate the same respect? That's all I'm saying. But no one has stood up and said that at all in this sector as a community. But what can you expect? All right. So what else y'all want to talk about? Anybody else want to come up on stage? Or else I'll let y'all go. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Nicole. I think she's been hurt. I don't know. I don't know. So, let's see. Anything else? I don't know anything else, y'all. No, there's no movies. I don't think the movies aren't open. The movie theaters aren't open. What else can I think about? Let's see. Chris G, that's a loaded question. That can be interpreted many ways. No, the Duchess, you cool. You cool. The Duchess, everybody can have their opinion. I don't get in my fifis. I may come across as agitated, but I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, that's what makes a channel fun, is that you let people speak their mind. So, all right. So, trying to think of anything else, y'all. I don't know anything else. I don't know if anything else. Let me ask y'all this question. I really want to ask you this question. So I just got off the thing about the petition thing. Now, do y'all think it's wrong for people to contact people outside of YouTube if what people are doing on YouTube is wrong? And especially if the person has done something, like let's say you went and caught somebody's job or something. Well, Christian, I just think that we all care, even if we deny it not. I think when we care, we become callous. And that shows that we have no emotion. So do y'all think it should stay on YouTube, even though the people that you're talking about have done things and touched people in their real life, or or vice versa. Understand the Duchess. So no, I do care. That's because I think I give thought to what I say. So I definitely do care. You know, I don't get easily, how can I say, emotionally deranged or crazy. So, so yeah, so that's how I feel. I don't know. I just, that's how I feel. It's just, okay. I feel you. I feel you, Duchess. It's just YouTube, right? I got you. I feel the same way. I got you. Stay on YouTube. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. No, I think everybody answered it exclusively me. My question was, should everything just stay like, okay, let's say someone's doing some effed up stuff on YouTube. Like they're calling people jobs or they're calling their, I don't know, they're just reaching out to the other family members and stuff like that, or they're posting, their real life residents. Do you feel convicted enough to maybe alert other people regarding the person who's doing this, or do you not even care? Right. I can't put that. I can't leave that statement up there. Oh my God. Okay, but make it make sense. But you said mess with your money. Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this then, though. Brings us into another question. So a lot of stuff that's going on in our world, a lot of people are saying stuff on Twitter, a lot of people saying stuff on Facebook, and they're coming for their jobs. Like the people are saying some stuff that's messed up in terms, I guess you could say, race and things like that, right? So people are, catching this stuff and sending it to their employer and things like that. Do you think that's messed up or what? I mean, is that or is that going too far? No, no, Dutchess, they're doing a lot though. They're finding the people stuff like they're finding like the people stuff and like where they okay, so they'll post something on Facebook, right? Or post something on Twitter, and they'll just people saying some real nasty stuff, and then there's groups on the internet, whether it be Facebook or Twitter, who are dedicated to going and showing this to those people's employers, and just like say, hey, is this what your company represents? And then next thing you know, these people are fired. Do you think those things? Do you think that's too far, or do you think you know people have to be responsible for what they say on a public platform? So, so that's. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting though. It's just really interesting. So yeah. So uh, I'll give it 4 more minutes. Y'all got something to say? Let me know. Uh, I don't know. I may come back later. I don't know. But let me know. I'm not doing nothing tonight. I was busy all day today. But make it make sense. In what way? It shows how hateful America is. It shows how hateful America is to bring down other people, or it shows how hateful America is to for people to post those things on their platform. No, it's not too. Well, let me see if you're working with the public. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. So, Yeah, that's a good point, Tastic J. I agree with that. Oops, I agree. I agree with that. If someone calls my job, what can I do? Get in on here and cussing them out or accomplishes nothing. So what can you do? The cops won't do anything. You two won't do anything, and I'm not wasting my money to sue. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying what they're doing, Duchess, is that these people or whoever, your coworker, is posting some racially inflammatory stuff online or saying some stuff, really reckless about COVID. There's people who are catching this stuff and, sending it, I guess, I don't know, to major Instagrammers or whatever, I don't know, and sending it to their jobs. And these people are coming out fire because those thoughts and views are not in accordance with the mission of their company that they work for. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. So, well, I mean, I'll let you guys go. That's pretty much all I really have to say. If you guys have any other questions, we got about 2 minutes before we hit the 1:30 mark of the broadcast. So, oh yeah, no problem, Duchess. Um, they said they did that with Sean King on Facebook. Some retired and active cops were basically trying to take him out. Yeah, that was crazy. I saw that. I was like, wow, that was messed up. That was so messed up. I would be scared if I was Sean King. I would be so mad. I mean, I'd be mad too, but I'd be so scared. Like, I'll be so scared. It'd be like, why? I mean, just because he's speaking his voice, he didn't target those cops. I mean, I don't know. Megan says, why should you lose your appointment? Why are you? It's just words. You don't know this. No, 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 no. You missed the whole point. You missed the whole point. If you got a coworker, you got a manager holding those personal beliefs and bringing it into a workplace, and then being able to write policy and procedure, or even be able to make decisions that are now, those words are giving you a clear view into their mind and giving you an indication of how they personally or privately, how they think. And if that person harbors those viewpoints, then how can you allow them to sit up there and work for your company, especially if they're in some form of leadership role or capacity? Because they may be, doing things that represent what their private, beliefs are. That's why people are being called out for that. And I could tell you, I've been in the workplace. People said things, and their actions are indicative of what they say. So that's why I can't get behind that. Bye, Duchess. Um, since we have 2 minutes, how do you feel? I don't care about global warming right now, and I actually think the COVID has actually helped in the global warming situation, as we see that our waters are more cleaner and our air is less polluted because less people are on the road. So, um, yeah, Ebony Eyes, yeah, because if they're looking at him and creating secret Facebook groups to kill him, imagine who else they're looking at who's close to him. And now some of the things he has said is extreme, but I don't find what he has said to be directly, an affront to law enforcement. I mean, he has questioned, the whole system of law enforcement, but it's just to try to take his life. That's scary. That's so scary. Okay. So make it make sense. Into the workplace or into social media, I don't need to know what they think about me. Just pay me for my services. That's so sad to hear you say that. Make it make sense, because at the end of the day, you know that what people say in private, they hold down people from promotions and things like that because of their own personal beliefs. That you make it make sense to pay you for your services, yet your services you want to get, you also want to get a promotion. You want to get promoted, right? Well, you may be doing 10 times more than the person next to you, but because they feel that you aren't the right skin color, or they have certain stereotypes that they profess on their private page or on their public page that's open for people to see, then, they now take those views into the workplace and actually make it a practice. And now you can't move up, and people like you can't move up, even though your service are exemplary and the person next to you are subpar. They're getting rewarded because what of that person's personal bias towards you that is now messing with your money and your employer's business. That's why people are being called out. Oh Lord, okay, I can't deal with this ignorance. I'm out, y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good night. I may come back later. Take care, y'all.